I'm Maura, yoga teacher, business owner, retreat host, and recently pregnant. Well, I'm in my 3rd trimester now, and I'm so excited to share this class with you. I am also a pregnancy yoga teacher, and I have been guiding women since I became pregnant myself. So today you're here because you want to know how to use a birth ball, and there is so much more than bouncing on a birth ball. And my beautiful friend and mentor Melissa, she is the OG guru of pregnancy yoga here in Dublin and Ireland. She trained myself and so many other pregnancy yoga teachers around, and she has kindly agreed to teach me a beautiful class. Guys, my body was floating after this, so get your ball, get ready. You can find all Melissa's and my details in the notes below. But yeah, it's time to get zen, get your birth ball, and let's do this. Today, with a very special bonus with Melissa here, who has trained me. Everything I know is from Melissa in pregnancy yoga, and she's also been a great mentor. And I'm very grateful to have you here today. So I'll let you introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Maura. I'm very excited to be here and in this beautiful studio. That's my first time seeing and with Maura. I am here to guide Maura through using the birth ball class. So this is going to be very much preparing for birth during pregnancy. So it's going to be a lovely stretch, a lot of letting go as well, but a beautiful stretch as well. So what we're doing in pregnancy is we're preparing the body for birth. So we're creating symmetry in the body as best we can, and by using these different ball techniques and movements. When we're pregnant, we want to think about optimal fetal positioning. Now, not to get too obsessed about it, but by about 34 weeks, and I know you're on your first baby, we would want to see babies starting to get into a good position for birth, okay? You can look up what optimal fetal positioning means, and then we're also going to prepare for what we might do during birth. All right, now I would have used the ball. I did not get off it, on my 2nd. I would have used it a bit at the beginning on my 1st, and I didn't have time on my 3rd, but I have such good memories of how much the ball helped me on my 2nd as well. Okay?
Amazing, thank you. Got
Great.
The ball here.
So we're gonna start off, okay? As we're just going to do movements today, there will be breath throughout the class as well. So what we're going to do is sit on the ball, Maura, and you can face everybody out here. Just make sure your feet are comfortable. You want to feel that you've got the good grip. Now, something I'd really recommend everybody purchase is socks with grips as well. Okay, 2 pairs, so that you can wear it during birth, so you have that extra bit of confidence as well. Okay, and if you have all sorts of things around you, just those grips are great. But bare feet's great today. So you're going to do, as Maura knows this, but we teach the rose petal breathing, I call it. So you're going to start to circle your pelvis, and you're going to breathe in through your nose, and you're going to blow out through soft lips. So what we're doing is relaxing the face and jaw, sending that feeling of softness down through the body, letting go. And even the pressure of the perineum against the ball is great feedback to remind you to relax. Go the other direction more as well, breathing in through the nose and blowing out through soft lips as if they're rose petals. Relaxing the jaw is encouraging us to relax the pelvic floor that wraps around the cervix. There's a direct connection through fascia there. Lovely, Maura. And then you're just going to pause and bring your breath back to normal, okay? Now, as this is a recording, people can go back and do as many rounds as they want, okay? So now we're going to do one of my favorites, which is wagging the tail. There's a real urge to push down during the contractions, that feeling of being, pressure and gravity pulling everything, or to push. So pulling, pushing is this real instinct. It's hard to explain unless you've actually felt it, okay? So you're going to bring your arms up over your head, interlock your fingers, lovely. Turn your palms so you're pushing up to the ceiling, and you're going to start to wag your tail side to side, and you can start to move your arms side to side. This brings back such memories of birthing my 2nd baby, and you could just really visualize your body opening, expanding, releasing, and that feeling of stretching is quite big during labor for many women as well. So you don't have to have the arms up like this. So you've shown what that's like. You could bring your arms down and just wag the tail. Wagging the tail is great because your tailbone and your sacrum will actually move back and up during birth, okay, to give baby more space as the pelvic floor stretches because it's attached to those bones, okay? How does that feel?
Feels so good.
Good.
I'm doing a little bit bit of this watching telly actually.
Oh yeah, I do. I know the ball is great, and if you work from home, I recommend you alternate the ball and the chair. So we're going to actually come up now, Maura, and I'm going to give you a blanket. One thing I'd like everyone to remember is comfort is queen. Okay, so I really want people to remember to tell their birth support person to pad their knees and their feet. Yes. Sometimes, because the gravity is like pulling everything to the earth, all right? Yeah. Which is great, you know, for birthing a baby. So I'm going to get you to, you're going to go face the wall this way, and the ball will go here. Put that underneath your knees, all right? I'm going to move the blocks just for a second, okay? And you're going to put your hands on the ball, right? This is one of my favorites for stretching down the side body in between the ribs and the pelvis. It's just such a great one for promoting optimal fetal positioning as well. So what you're going to do more is you're going to roll the ball over to this side, so not forward, over to the side, and you're going to reach forward. It's almost like you're about to go into child's pose, but the ball is, Then you're going to roll back towards you, and then you're going to go the other direction. And I'm going to stand back so everyone can see you now. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't it so good? So we're giving a bit of a squeeze down one side and a stretch down the other, creating space between the ribs and the pelvis. Take your time, Maura. You breathe however way you want to. If you want to breathe in through your nose, out through your nose, you can, or breathe in through your nose and blow out through soft lips. Really good. I could do that all day. Like, this is amazing. You've come home, it's the evening time, or whenever, and you could just... Isn't it so good? Yeah, especially for anyone whose you know, bump is quite high, you know, before it drops, you can feel that. It gives you a little bit of space there, okay? Lovely, and we'll come back up now. I know you could do that all day. And do a few just forward and back, see how that feels. And you don't have to be going too far forward. You decide yourself, everybody. So you might go, you know, half as far as Maura's going. You might go all the way. But the ball is such a lovely support, isn't it? Yeah. And you're just getting that lovely stretch. Front, sides, back as well. Isn't that lovely? Stunning. I know, yeah. Gorgeous. Like your puppy dog that you yeah. So now you're gonna actually do more wagging the tail, just while I explain a few things. So you're gonna, when you're finished, come back, bring the ball back towards you and lie on the ball. So I want to show you a few ways you could lie on the ball. We're gonna do a lovely finish this way. So depending, if your bump's quite high, you might want to put your forearms on it, or make a pillow. Okay, with your head, just show everyone that as well. Just move the ball slightly more forward if you can and lie on the ball like that, okay? Or another one more, which is my favorite, is to just let the arms dangle down. Yeah. I love that one. Yeah. You want to use as little of your body as possible. That's what these props are for. Yeah. You don't need your arms for a contraction unless you're pushing or pulling something. Does that make sense? Absolutely. Okay. Now just relax here, but wag your tail. We're going to do what you're doing later as well, and just wag your tail. Now I know bump will be lower, baby will be moving deeper into the pelvis, so you know it might feel a little bit squishy at the top now. And you could have somebody in this position doing counter pressure, massage, all sorts of things, okay? Which in a birth prep workshop you would learn about, okay? Amazing. Okay, so we are going to come up now to standing. Okay, and we're going to do a really, really nice one where we're going to use the wall and the ball against the wall. So I'm going to take the blanket away just so there's no tripping up. The walls are great because imagine you've arrived, say, at the hospital, or I remember like going from my living room to the toilet and having to stop during a surge, wave, contraction. I'm saying contraction for everyone to understand me, but you might have different language that you use for birth. Yeah. So this is one of my favorites. You're going to bring the ball. Now you decide where it fits in your back and face the camera. Now you decide how high, you know, or low you want the ball, and just open your feet out and you're just going to glide side to side. Isn't that lovely? So it's a really nice massage of your back. So if anyone's getting SI pain as well, it can be a nice massage. I mean, it's not going to fix it, but it's going to release any of that tension that's building up, okay? Something you can do if you really like this, I would recommend you put on your favorite relaxing song and you just sway. I call this the dancing with the ball. Yeah. Something you can do as well with your birth partner is they could hold your hands, all right? And just gently, you're kind of gently pulling them. See how my knees are bent, and I'm letting Maura guide, you know, how much she wants to pull my hands. Okay, is that all right? Yeah. Great, lovely. I'll just come out of the view there, lovely. And now we're going to make some sound, okay? So you're going to do a few more of those. You're going to breathe in, and then you're going to go, ah, lovely. And again, think of that sound going deep down into the earth, okay? and then just bringing your breath back to normal. Just pause after all that sound. Yeah, see the way she did that with her hands? Oh, that kind of letting go. Yeah. I'd like to show everybody something else more. Now, imagine the ball was on a bed, okay, or a couch, or something that is the ball's not going to roll over. All right, so you're going to face the ball now and you're going to make a pillow.
Oh yeah.
You can put your arms like this so it's more comfortable. You can hug the ball.
Yeah.
Okay, you decide. And just like bend your knees, you wag your tail, rock side to side, instinctively move. Really use the ball for support. So as little effort in your arms. Use it as a pillow, or let your arms hug it or dangle down. And you can turn your head. You could put a pillow there, okay? But imagine the ball is on a surface so it can roll side to side supported. You don't have to hold it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Isn't that lovely? Yeah. Yeah. Great. So people can get a real urge to stand during giving birth. They just don't want to sit down. They just want to be on their feet. And I've had one woman say, oh my goodness, she said, I was on my feet for 12 hours and I was so grateful for those moves of how you can support yourself when standing, because it's tiring. Exactly. Okay, you can come down to the mat now. All right, lovely. So
if you're in a hospital or wherever you are going through it, like it's just everyone has a wall, so it's good.
Yeah, exactly. And the beds in hospital can be raised or lowered. So if you imagine the ball is here on a bed and we raise it up, and then you do what you did up against the wall, it's amazing. Okay,
absolutely.
So we're going to do a little bit more stretching, so just preparing the body for birth. Okay, so we're kind of mixing it up, and we're going to do some nice stretching. So what you're going to do is, I'll just show you first of all, Maura. You're going to stand nice and wide on your mat, okay, or if you have those socks as well, and we're just going to glide like this. See that? So this could also, mimic the ball being on a higher surface as well. Okay, so you're going to do that first of all. So just try that. We're getting a nice little stretch to the inner thighs. Yeah. So it could be birth, but it's also giving a nice little gentle stretch to the inner thighs. It's good, but supported. Okay. After a while, hands on the floor all the time, pregnancy, you can get a little bit achy and it could just feel not so good. So the butt, exactly, yeah, lovely. And then you're going to come up. Now, I think actually if you did this next one from the side, it'd be really nice. So you're going to face, you can face this way, okay? Yeah. What you're going to do is you're going to come into a squat facing the ball. And the toes, you decide how much they want to turn out, and you're going to roll the ball forward. So you're getting that lovely stretch into the pelvic muscles, pelvic floor. See that? Yeah. And then coming up. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. Bend your knees towards your toes, your middle toes. Isn't that so good? I'd say come from the side just so they can get a nice side view as well. I think that would be lovely for, yeah, that's a good one there. See that, everyone? So what we're doing, I'm going to talk, and I'm not going to feel your bum, don't worry, but we're getting a beautiful stretch now inside the thighs and a nice stretch across the bum. If anyone gets that ache in the arse, this can feel nice during pregnancy as well. But it's just so good. It's so nice. And if you were...
even not being pregnant, if you're at a desk all day.
I know. Listen, I'm telling you, yeah. But if you were during pregnancy, this is great. Okay, if you've been sitting a lot more, this is amazing to counteract sitting. Okay, but if you were in the early stages of labor and you felt like some movement, the ball stops it being too much. It keeps it more relaxed and more supported. Okay. And then we're going to do actually thread the needle using the ball, which is creating thoracic mobility. So you have your major breathing muscle, your diaphragm underneath, which is connected to your pelvic floor, okay? And we're creating all that lovely space between the ribs and pelvis, especially if you've been sitting all day or you just have that slouch. This is amazing for anyone. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll the ball out, okay? Yeah. You can open your feet a little wider so they could be in parallel position. Great. Now have your knees bent. All right, you're going to roll the ball out and you're going to bring that arm up and then you're going to thread it through, so the ball is supporting you. Good. I'm going to stand out of the way so you can see. Lovely. And feel that lovely movement all along the ribs. This is so good to do for your breathing. What people will find after this class as well, Maura, is your breath will feel so expansive and spacious, and you know, you'll do one more now, switch sides after that, especially if bump is high and you're trying to take that breath in. Do the other side now. Okay, great. And the ball will roll a bit. That's really nice. Great.
It's good because the ball's a bit grippy as well. So
yeah, it's so nice. Lovely. Beautiful. The ball's giving you that space, amazing. And just roll around there, like roll the ball around, circle your hips, okay? Just circle around. So it's a bit like that stretch we're doing. Circling around, go the other direction. Gorgeous, amazing. And then you're gonna pause. When you're ready, Maura, you will come back up to us. How are you feeling? Take a few breaths there now, just, feels great, doesn't it? So we're gonna come down now. You can stay this, I think side angle is a great one. And we're gonna make sure your feet and your knees are padded, okay? So if you need padding under your knees, let us know. We'll put the blanket under your right knee and you're gonna come into a kneeling lunge, okay? So what I love about this is we're kind of working on one side and then the other side, okay? So we're like deliberately kind of creating asymmetry to create symmetry, okay, on both sides. We always have that one side, an amazing position to counteract sitting or kind of ache in the arse. So you're gonna do stretching forward and back. You're gonna bring it slightly to the side this time. So think about the ball going at an angle the way your foot is going, just inside the foot over, great. And just, if everyone is doing this, make sure your heel is not lifting. You'll feel more sturdy with your heel down. Exactly what Maura's doing right now. How's your foot, Maura? Do you need a blanket? Okay, great. So doing that, moving with your breath, super. Now you can decide on this next one if you want the ball to be closer or further away, but we're gonna hold it and you're gonna stretch out. You decide, let's try both. Wag your tail then, just wag your tail side to side, okay? I love wagging the tail. Yeah. You're creating that space. Think about the pelvic floor attached to the tailbone. And now stretch forward, okay? And see, do you like it with a bit more of a stretch?
Yeah, it's just like a little bit more of a restore. I presume if you're in labour and you're tired, maybe closer is nicer.
Exactly, more supported. Now lunges are fantastic. Maura has her left leg forward. Lunges are a great way to create space for baby to rotate, bringing that spine forward, okay? If you were experiencing back labor, a lot of leaning into the ball is recommended, okay? But this leaning into the ball, lunges, now we're not trying to exhaust you, Maura. We want you to feel good, relaxed, like it's really giving you ease and comfort, okay? Lovely. And you're gonna switch sides when you're ready. So slowly come back up, lovely. Lovely. And when we did the standing poses, they were stretching out the back body a bit more. Yeah. Now the lunges are stretching inner thighs into the pelvis as well, creating space. Beautiful. Amazing. So when we lean forward, you're taking the weight away from your sacrum, your back, your tailbone. So it can help if you're feeling a lot of pressure here. Now, if anyone was to experience back labor, so you're getting it all in your back of your pelvis, your bum, into the hips, you know, baby's position more than likely needs encouragement to change, okay? So this lunging is great, or leaning forward positions to bring the heaviest part, the spine, towards the front of your belly, okay? And then we're gonna do the wag the tail, Maura, so just find what you want. Do you want the ball to roll with you? Do you want to lean into it? And let's breathe in and blow out through those rose petal lips. I can never say this enough, Maura. Soft lips. Yeah, and what Maura's doing now is what we call flutter lips, loose lips. It's like this. You don't have to over-exaggerate it. I just did to show you all. But this is such a, if you think about what's going on around your jaw, okay, can also be going on around your cervix. And we want to encourage.
For some reason when I do that, I feel that I soften the other part of the lips a little more.
Yeah, exactly. It's really, really helpful. I did that with a lot of pressure on my second baby as well, and it was magic when you're feeling that kind of sharpness. Okay, lovely. So you've been on your knees a good bit. We're going to come to sitting on the birth ball now. All right, great. Lovely. Okay, super. And you're going to do some pelvic tilt. So just make sure your feet are comfortable on your yoga mat again.
Direction, so they can see me at the side.
Oh yeah, lovely. And you'll find when you're using a prop, you might need to move forward, move back, like, and then if you're moving, sitting on it after a while, you'll probably have to reposition yourself as well, okay? So we've done circles, we've done wagging the tail, now we're gonna do tilt. So we're gonna go forward and back. So you can imagine what's going on. Think of the pelvic floor is attached to your pubic bone, your tailbone, and your sit bones, and the inner lining of the pelvic bones, okay? So what we're doing here is we're changing from the front to the back, okay? So you're shortening and lengthening those muscles. So in the lunge, we're kind of moving from one side to the other. Now we're moving from the front to the back as well. All right, lovely. Really nice. And it's all, if you think about a ring on your finger, okay, if it fell off easily, you wouldn't be wearing it, would you? Okay, so usually to take rings off your finger, we need to kind of wiggle and jiggle. You might even need to put a bit of soap around your ring to take it off, especially during pregnancy, okay, when your fingers might swell a bit. So you're doing the same with your baby. All these circles, wagging the tail, tilts. We're wiggling and jiggling and helping baby spiral down through that birth path, okay? When your knees are open, we're giving more space going into the pelvis, okay? And then all the movements are doing are help baby move from the upper into the mid pelvis. Then I'm gonna show you a few things that might help baby when they're in the outlet, okay? So the inlet, knees wide. The outlet, any position is fine, if it feels right, if things are progressing, okay? If baby's low, getting low enough, but if not, I'm gonna show you a few others. And what you could do as well, Maura, is you could interlock your fingers and really hold underneath your belly. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, tuck your tail and lift your lower belly in and back a little bit. I call this pouring the contents out of the pelvis, okay? Yeah, that's not an official name, okay? So you're gonna tilt and tuck, yeah.
For what you're doing.
For some women, baby might be hanging a little bit high over the pubic bone, and they need to go down behind that to rotate. So this is a really nice one to help move baby down and to tuck and drop, okay? Yeah. It's lovely, yeah, gorgeous. Now you could also have somebody with a scarf, which we're going to be using again later, doing a lot of this. So let me just show you more. If you put this around your belly, okay, lower and upper belly, okay. Now I'm not going to, I'm just holding a bit, okay. You can put your hands underneath again. You want to make sure you can breathe, Maura. But even me just leaning back, supporting you might feel good. Is that good? Yeah, and you want to make sure that it's equal, like it's not all ruffled on one side. Does that take the weight off? So what I'm doing is I'm gently thinking of where the lower belly is, where the scarf is, and I'm lifting that. See how my scarf's at an angle? It's not straight. It's slightly lifted from behind. So I'm also doing that. So if your hands were leaning into something or you could hold the, you know what's great is the bottom of a bed or at the side of something. Yeah, is that all right? Yeah. But that can feel really nice for you. If your hands were holding onto something, you'd be pulling a little bit, and now I'm also supporting you, so it's a bit of a win-win situation. Isn't that lovely?
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, great. Okay, cool.
That's one for the birth partners.
Oh, I know, yeah. So what we're going to do now, we'll come back to the scarf a little bit, is I'm going to show you, again, creating asymmetry. So we're working on one side and then the other side. We all have one side different to the other, and I do not get obsessed about it. You know, we all do, you know, no matter, I'm teaching years and years and years, you know, so I always have that one side that's better than the other. But just to create, we're always thinking of symmetry, balance, okay? We're gonna get you to sit on the block. Now, I do want to just add a little note that just be careful of slipping, okay? Yeah. Make sure you're not putting the block on a cushion or anything like that, okay? You're gonna sit in the middle of the mat so they can all see it. No, you're gonna sit in the ball. Oh, okay, this is a bit different. So have you ever heard of curb walking? Yes. Okay, yeah. So sometimes we stand on a block. We stand on a block and do these like hip dips and lifts, and this is a little bit like this. So say if now in pregnancy we're thinking of optimal fetal positioning. It's like we take our yoga class to feel good, okay? Yeah. That's hopefully, you know, the outcome. And this is the same. We're not doing this because baby's going to be not in a good position. You know, we're not thinking of the negative. We're thinking this is just creating symmetry in my body, just working one side and then the other. Really good for circulation, all right? So we're doing all this just to help, support, all right? And it's not really to prevent, if you know what I mean, okay? So we're going to put one foot on the block. Now, you might need it a bit closer, further away. Lovely. So when you lift one foot, you've changed one side of the pelvis to the other, all right? Absolutely. You could put two blocks up because your legs are long. Like, it just depends. If you feel a little bit of a tilt, you can see it's changed here. Yeah. And what I'm going to get you to do is, so see the way you're doing like the lunges earlier, you're moving your knee to your toes and back.
Yeah.
It's almost like that lunge you did earlier when you were on your
really
knees.
nice.
Yeah, does it? Great.
Yeah.
Or you could just stay here like this and wag your tail. Okay, isn't that lovely?
Mm-hmm.
Great. So this is just something different. This isn't something I've ever encouraged or seen anyone do during birth, okay? But if you knew baby was, say, back to back and you went into labor, it's perfectly fine. You can birth the baby vaginally with them, you know, starting with their spine facing your spine. A lot of time they move forward, but this would be really good in the very early stages when you can do it. Please don't exhaust yourselves. So, you know, best practice is during a contraction, you move through them and you blow out through soft lips, okay? Yeah. And then in between, relaxed breath. Just noticing your breath, helping yourself save energy. So don't be moving, you know, you hydrate. Go to the toilet at least every 45 minutes to an hour. So we can change the other side. I'll move it for you. So this is where birth partners come in very handy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So.
You've got your little support.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. And you can even move, if you feel the blocks a bit further away, just move your ball closer. That's all you have to do, all right? So you see, I love this. You're mimicking a lot of what you do on your knees, but the ball is supporting you now.
Yeah, and
okay?
even someone at home, just think of a big book or something for your
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now, like,
even a cushion.
Yeah. Like both, my first was a back labor, okay?
Yeah.
And both my second and my third actually were presenting back to back until quite later. Now, the more babies you have, they'll position a lot later.
Yeah.
But still, because I'd had that back labor, I wanted to try and, you know, just create that symmetry, give baby that space, you know, that, you know, maybe encouragement to move forward, and they both did turn. And these are the things that I would have practiced, okay? Lovely, yeah. And then you're going to try your wagging the tail. And you know, if you were to experience back labor, there's lots more you can do, but don't exhaust yourself. Yeah. But there's nothing like water submersion. So what I'd recommend everybody is ask for the birth pool if their hospital offers one, okay? Yeah. Put it down, even if you're not sure, put it down, okay? It is the most incredible relief you will get, I'm telling you. If you're opting, you know, you might want the epidural, but you use the pool beforehand. Or you may not want it, and it's going to be a great comfort measure, okay?
Amazing.
Is that nice?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you ever see people, they're on the staircase and they've got one foot on top of, maybe they're holding the banisters, and they've got their foot maybe up on the second or third step, and they're doing all of this as well. This is it, using the ball, less effort, okay? And it's a bit like that curb walking that you might see as well. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way now. Beautiful. Now we're going to work, again, this is preparation for birth. So we want those hips to be nice and mobile. So we're going to do inward and outward rotation. We'll be doing a lot of outward at the moment, which is amazing and feels really good in pregnancy because it gives space at the front. But I'm going to get you to come onto your knees. Okay. And you're going to, I would say for this, I think we'll do a backside view. So you're going to face the wall here, put the ball in front here, and your knees are going to go on this here. All right. So first of all, what we'll do is we're going to do knees out. So knees out, feet in. So a bit like if you're going to bring your feet in a bit, and just do some stretches forward and back. Feels great. You did a little bit of that earlier, but maybe your knees weren't as wide. They might be more parallel. All it's doing, they're all fantastic. It's whatever feels best for you. You know, make sure you don't feel, oh my goodness, I have to do this and I have to do that. It is just what feels right. When you can feel what's happening, you can really feel what's going to help you the most, okay? Great. A ball could be on a bed as well, just so you know. Okay, lovely. So that's your outward. Now you're going to come up. This time, the knees don't have to be touching, Maura, but I want you to bring your knees in closer, okay? And open your feet wider. Now no, your knees are going to stay down. Yeah, so just move your feet away from each other, but so that it's comfortable. Your knees are happy. Now your toes can be like this or curled because you're on the floor now, that you might want to curl them. If you were at birthing and you wanted your toes flat on the floor, put another blanket under, cushion under each foot, okay? So bring your knees in a little bit closer if you can, knees towards each other, yeah, if you can. And then you're going to do some stretches. So it's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's taking the rotation.
Yeah, so now what we're doing is we're opening up into the backside. We're stretching between the sit bones a little bit more. You can see that, Maura. I wish you could see you will on the recording, but you can see, like, you know, what I love is sometimes to get someone else to feel it and feel it yourself instead of someone telling you what it's doing. Feel it.
You put your hand here.
Yeah. I'm gonna, you okay if I do it with my thumbs what's happening?
absolutely.
Yeah. So what's happening is the sit bones are moving apart. And when she comes up, okay, they move slightly more in. So this is happening like that, okay? Lovely. Beautiful, Maura. Do one more if you want. Now you don't have to do all these in one go, okay? You can just, you know, what I always say to people is say maybe you're on your maternity leave or you know, just in the evening time. Just do one or two. It's like you were saying you were watching TV doing some of them. Because the more you do something, the more muscle memory you're creating. The more
keep it simple, not like a chore.
Exactly. And when the time comes to birth your baby, you want to remember this stuff, okay? So you're going to come up more. Now what we're going to do is not roll. You're going to stay down. Are your knees okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
You're going to stay down and you're going to relax. You're going to lie on the ball as like little effort in the upper body as you can, okay? And you're going to curl your toes just for now, okay? And what you're going to do is bring your knees in a little bit closer, okay? And you're just going to open your feet out and in a few times. See that? Good. So when her feet come in, bring them in. The sit bones are just parallel. They're in their natural position. And when the feet open, they open. Okay, so this is what we're doing. So we don't do a lot of inward rotation like this, Maura, especially in pregnancy, just because we would in a regular class. Just bump is in the way, basically. Okay, so this is where the ball comes in really handy. So do about 2 more of those. We're nearly there. Doing great. So this is more just preparing the body. It feels great for your hips. I did this in a class myself last week with people and they loved it, okay? And then you can finish. And let's sit on the ball for a moment. Are you all right?
Yes,
yeah?
gorgeous.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
Now we're going to do something quite interesting,
Yeah.
okay? So we've done lots of movements for pregnancy comfort. They don't have to be for birth, okay? We've done, optimal fetal positioning movements where we're creating that symmetry in the body so that are creating that optimal space for baby to position well. And we've done movements for birth. And we've got another lovely little set coming as well.
Yeah.
So what I'd like we did the rose petal breathing as well. And what I'd like to practice now is second stage breathing, okay? And this gets a little bit of a head melt for some people because what you want to do, okay, is breathe down through your body. So I call it the coffee plunger breath. Some people call it hug the baby, the J breath and hypnobirthing. It's all same, okay? So even if you're exhaling through your mouth, now you might be making sound too, but you're still breathing down through the body, okay? When you're sitting on the ball, you've got that feedback on your perineum. So you can feel where the anal, vaginal, and urethral sphincters are right now, okay? What we want to avoid is lifting up through the pelvic floor. Now that's something we would do in a class, a pregnancy yoga class, which is great for pelvic floor, health and maintenance and all of that. But we're practicing for birth. So we need to let go, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 breaths. You're going to breathe in through your nose and then you're going to blow out through soft lips, okay? You're going to breathe in through your nose and just feel your whole body flop and drop. Super, okay. Now, we're just going to keep the mouth closed for these. Breathe in. Now breathe down through your body. So think of your breath like a coffee plunger. Hug your baby on the way and try not to engage your pelvic floor, okay? Good. Do that again. Breathe in. Breathe down through your body. Hug your baby in and back. So you're squeezing them out with your transverse abdominis muscle, but try not to lift your pelvic floor. Just think of that space open. But we're not bearing down either. Okay, try one more yourself. Yeah, I can see Maura is hugging her baby. So let me explain a little bit before we change how you breathe out.
Coffee plunger is such a great analogy.
I love it, yeah.
It's like,
because you don't fly down. I would recommend if you have still, I know we all have fancy coffee machines now, but if you just could feel that pressure as you're moving down. So your breath is so powerful. don't hold your breath, okay? Use your breath. Another thing, you're helping squeeze baby out. You have a muscle, well, you have lots of muscles, but you have a main muscle called the transverse abdominis muscle that kind of wraps around your low back, your sides, and into your front, okay? And that separates, it stretches, I should say, to allow for baby to grow. Totally normal. Think of that, that is a big, that's known as a pushing muscle, okay? Getting baby out muscle. But what we want, if you think of tomato paste, if I kept the lid on the paste and I squeezed the center, is it going to come out? Yeah. It's going to be very challenging, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I let the lid go. That's you. Trust me, you're going to feel a lot of pressure in your pelvic floor. A baby is adding all that pressure, okay? But your tummy muscles and your breath are helping push baby out and squeeze baby out, okay? And then keep that lid off. So we're not holding a fart or a wee anymore. We're just relaxing as much as we can. It's so hard it's not that relaxing, by the way. I just want to say that birth is a challenge. But one of the, for birth to make it easier, it's not easy. I'm saying to make it easier on you, is to be as relaxed as possible. And it's your breath, your mindset, your position, your breath, mindset, positions are very important, okay? So if you think about you're squeezing baby out, but we don't want to put the lid on, but you're not pushing down, your pelvic floor, gravity, baby are already doing all the pushing. You're just using your breath and your tummy muscles. You're not pushing it. You don't push a poo out, you don't push a wee out, and we don't want to force a baby out, okay? But you're breathing through your body. Now, I'd like you to try this breathing out through your mouth, okay? So you're going to breathe in, and you're going to breathe out through your mouth. Think of your lips soft, but you'll probably be going, oh, like it's not so delicate as we might look right now. So same again, breathe down through your body, hug your baby. Don't forget those muscles, but try to keep everything open in your pelvis.
You're hugging and then finding expansion.
Exactly. So because of the rose petal breath, I say think of a full blooming flower, keeping your pelvis soft and open. All right, if you're visual, which I am, that helps. Do one more. Now, do you know when the best time to practice this is, Maura? When you're doing a poo.
On the toilet, I was going to say.
Okay, so we're not forcing the poo out.
No.
You're sitting there, you can even put 2 blocks under the feet if you have them.
Actually, the thing is now, women, we're rushing. We're rushing.
Wait, we have your baby.
Yeah.
It's really, I know,
So,
it's so unfair.
Yeah, men sit and have the longest poos, right?
Yeah, we call them para poos, para peas.
It's ridiculous, yeah.
I do it myself. I might have 2 classes to teach. I got a 15-minute window, bursting to go to the loo. It's not great though, okay? No. I hope my women's health physio has not heard me say that, okay? So what you're doing is you're feeling the poo, because there's pressure, isn't there? You feel it coming, and just breathe that poo out, don't push it out. It's actually so effective in pregnancy, all right? Lovely. And I would recommend sitting on the ball because it gives you that feedback, doesn't it? If I was to get you to come onto all fours or to lie sideways, fair enough, they're great birthing positions. That's a whole nother video, okay? Yeah. Or standing, or leaning forward, or if you had the epidural with the peanut ball, okay? When you do this type of practice now, if you know you want the epidural, or if you're not sure and you have it, or maybe you don't want it but you do end up getting it, all these things happen. Yeah. By practicing this now, feeling now, you are going to have a much better chance of that second stage, okay? Your position is really important. This isn't a position to give birth in, but we're using the ball to practice that second stage breathing, okay? Breathing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes
okay.
Sense.
So now we're just going to finish off, okay, with just a really nice, relaxing chill. So you're going to come down onto your knees and your feet. I'm actually going to open this out so your feet are padded as well, okay? Us yoga teachers have very hardened knees and feet, so we're always like, yeah, we're fine, because we're probably numb at this stage, So you're going to use the ball as complete support. We're going to use as little of our upper body as possible. We will be moving. So pillow or arms dangling down. Now, something I'm going to do for Maura is cocooning. I understand, if it's the warmer weather outside, it might be a little warm, but I'm going to show you how you give yourself a bit of air. So what we're trying to encourage here is comfort, weight off your back, support, okay, gravity. But we're also encouraging oxytocin, which is the hormone of love, the hormone that actually gets the uterine muscles working, helps soften and dilate the cervix, and helps get baby out, placenta out, and pushes the milk out as well. And so the more privacy you have, the more you'll release it, because it's, you know, it's an intimate hormone. Okay, so you relax there for a moment. You don't have to use this, but I'd like to show you it. So try and not stretch. I want you to relax, because you won't be, that'll be too much effort during birth. Is that okay? Yeah. So I'm going to put this over Maura. This is not anything I've made up. This is from Ina May Gaskin, who's an amazing person to look up. Ina May Gaskin's Guide to Childbirth. Recommend her book. If you're quite hot, give yourself a little area to breathe. Is it okay if I do this more like that?
Perfect.
Now, isn't that a polite do not disturb sign, everybody, isn't it? And Maura instinctively moves. So you might rock left and right. You might rock forward and back. You might do little circles with the ball. And she may not want to be touched. You could be doing this on a bed, okay? If you wanted the comfort of the knees on a bed, all right? You could be doing this in a birth pool, by the way, leaning into the edge of the birth pool. And someone could be doing comfort measures, counter pressure, massage, if Maura felt like that. Lovely. And this would be more likely in between a contraction. And then if a contraction came, you don't have to do it now, Maura. She'd probably come up, take the scarf off, and use more kind of upright leaning positions. But who knows? It depends where you are in your labor and birth. Did you do little circles there, Maura, before we? Beautiful, isn't it lovely? Now, Maura, it's so good, she said. You don't have, yeah, I know. So little trick, I used to do this when my kids were running around the place and I just needed a couple of minutes peace. Nobody interrupts you.
Yeah, they know it's obviously not disturbing.
But you're still in the house keeping an eye on them, well, as an ear on them, yeah. Now, just relax, just don't do anything for a moment, just pause, see how that is. Really use the ball for support, so try not to be hanging out of your shoulders or your back. Maura looks great here. And just come to a nice relaxing breath so we can finish. Just breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Slow, calm, easy breath. Some people just like to feel the breath. You can connect to baby, breathing love to baby. Some people like to do counting breath. So you might breathe in for around 3 or 4 and breathe out for maybe 5 or 6, a little bit longer exhale. Making sure you're hydrating all the time. I feel very mean, but I'm going to tell Maura that we've come to the end of our class together. So you're going to just take your time, Maura. Come up, and I just want to show you, if you were to come up, say a contraction, the birth support person would take this away. You don't, as little effort as possible for you, okay? There's lots you can do with the scarf, and that's one of them. I showed you another move earlier. So do you want to just sit on the ball, take a moment, I'll move the blanket for you.
That was amazing.
There you have it. So thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.